Greetings, Fairgoers, and welcome back to Suzuran Puyo Fair. I'm your host, Deluxe, and this is Celes versus Mateo from our Halloween Fever Fright. Celes with the submarine chain. Don't see that every day. Opts to rush early with a 6 chain. Mateo responds with a 4 chain. It's not going to be enough to counter everything. We're forced to take a rock and some change. Although I suppose I want to call 2 rows change. Finds its way into Fever with the 15 seconds on the clock. But does have a really good Fever cars, so it's going to be able to counter it in full. Finds finds the all clear. So Celes able to counter one of the chains and then enter Fever against the other one. Also had 30 seconds on the clock there. They're trying to build up some resources. Oh, that unfortunate. Unable to spin the piece over. It ends up topping out. Got a little greedy there. Mateo going with the good old GTR. That's not extended GTR. That's another something. I just don't know what it is. And Mateo with the back-to-back alt layers, keeping up the pressure against Celes. Might be looking at a quick round here. Celes finds his way into Fever, but this I don't know what I was about to say. Failed the last chain there. Celes with the power to Commentated, able to respond with a power 3. A lot of time on the clock for Mateo here. The heads of Fever power is going to be able to generate a lot of garbage pretty quickly. And Schezo, on the other hand, not the highest, I think either lowest or second lowest Fever power. Is gonna really struggle to keep up here. We'll be entering Fever at similar times. Gonna be a round on the board for Mateo. So it seems to be looking for an all clear. I don't think he's, and I would actually this is gonna be an all clear. Part 2 into 4. Forcing out main chain from Celes. But not quite enough from Mateo to get into Fever. No, you're up against Schezo, the Schezo with the highest normal power in the game, so Any interesting formation from Celes here. Atsu tanked garbage there. Mateo fishing for another all-clear, does manage to find it. Gonna see what he does with it. Unfortunate garbage placement there. Really tricky to extend with that. Ends up saving the chain for later as he enters Fever. So let's building up as much resources as he can before Mateo likely he counters this. Maybe not. That was like power 6 into 7. No, the power 6 into 7 or something like that from Celes. And actually not. That is actually not going to be able to fully offset there. Well timed the chain from Celes there, and adding him another round. The 5 chains from both sides. Celes is a little bit stronger. And so it seems to be opting for a rushdown strategy against Celes here. Which, if done well, it could be a really smart strategy. But, fortunately doesn't quite work out. Rushing down Schezo can be a good play, as you want to deny him his win condition, which is just build high. But you gotta be careful not to not to press on the gas too hard. Otherwise, you just end up with no resources, and Schezo has main ready. There's another all clear from Mateo there. Yeah, and yet another. Celes finds a power 3 and a route into Fever from and out of that board. So looking, seems to be slowing down in anticipation of a counter. And they use it, gets another all clear. They counted a little early to also get into Fever with that. Keeping up the pressure against the Celes here. He's able to counter most of it, and even with the Schezo's low Fever power, should be able to counter here. Especially with a oh, that oh, I stand corrected. That did not fully counter. And Mateo is looking to capitalize and prevent Celes from building neatly here. Is able to enter Fever himself to keep up the pressure. And nets himself another round, keeping the set close. Or I guess Alright, so let's set to match point here. I guess I should say, not going down without a fight. Damage change from Celes is gonna put Mateo in fever. Well, Mateo should have plenty of time to counter this. That also gives Celes plenty of time to build up something scary. The really powerful power 7 from Celes. Gonna spell curtains for Mateo here. Having Celes the win here.